Hello, people. It's been 3 weeks since I uploaded the last video, and this is going to be a video just for stuff for today of me explaining some things. For one, yes, that video, the last time I showed you I did was leaving the hospital. That was October 26th. I have still been having lung issues ever since then. It was a horrible cough that I had, shortness of breath, unable to fully... Ever since I've got out the hospital, I haven't had a peaceful night of sleep. I'll just say that. I'd wake up having to cough up stuff, in some cases throw up. Side effects from the antibiotics, blah, blah, blah. All the ill parts. But, as you notice, I'm talking in full sentences without coughing. Meaning I have gotten better in some sort of way. In this video, I'm going to also explain some stuff about the whole housing situation and jobs and stuff like that. So, right now, I don't know if I explained last time, but I do have the PIC IV still in my arm. It's been in my arm for about 5 weeks now. It's just the way I can give myself my antibiotics through like a syringe. That way I don't have to poke myself. It's just, ease it on in. So yeah, right now I'm about to go into an appointment to see what is going to be my medical plan for the next few weeks. If I'm going to get the PICC line out of my arm. Yeah, so I'll let you know. And yeah, we'll see what happens after my appointment. Got some. Hold on, let me get to the car. So this sucks. I'm being very optimistic about the whole thing, even though I know it is a real problem. So I barely was able. It was barely an appointment, and the reason being is because for the last few days I've had what's known as pleurisy. And for those who do not know what pleurisy is, it's the inflammation of your chest cavity that holds the lung. So let's imagine a shoebox, okay? The shoebox is your chest cavity, and you put a balloon in the shoebox, that is your lung. Now every time you breathe, the balloon inflates and deflates, right? That's you breathing. Now imagine the inner lining of the shoebox starts to get thicker and thicker. Basically, it's swelling up. And so, as you're breathing, it just hurts. It hurts your lung more because your lung doesn't have the space to inflate. That's what I have right now. For the past 4 days, that's what I've kind of been going through, on top of on top of of my abscess. Now granted, the abscess condition I feel like has decreased to some degree, but I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know if things is getting worse or better. But what happened at the appointment is that he came in, told him that I've been in pain, and he said before we do anything, he needs to see an x-ray. So he sent me to this walk-in x-ray clinic, which is what I'm about to do now. So let's go. Here we are. X-ray room. Let's see what happens. Well, x-ray is over. They said my doctor will have the results in 24 to 48 hours. Meaning, the 2 weeks that I've been waiting to get an appointment with my doctor, or the 2 or 3 weeks, I don't know. I think it's 3 weeks. Cause I'm new to all this adulting stuff. Like when I was released, they're like, okay, you gotta schedule an appointment within 4 weeks or 6 weeks or whatever. So that way we can blah, 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 see how your condition is, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Who do I call? What number? What place? I don't get that information. I even checked my discharge papers and I didn't see any information on there. And so of course I waited, and come to find out, the center in which I was getting the coverings, which is like the protective stuff that's on my PICC line, they like, oh yeah, you schedule it with the people next door. I'm like, why isn't this instructed to me at my release from the hospital? I don't know. Anyway, so basically my appointment today was literally 5 minutes. I mean, he listened to me. He said my lung sounds clear, but he's not sure what could be causing me pain. That's why he sent me to the x-ray, and they did it. Said it will be sent to their radiologist, who will send it to him in the next 24 to 48 hours. So what will I do now? Because when I asked my doctor, I was like, oh, do I do the x-ray and come back? He was like, no, we'll just call you. And when he said that, it made it sound like a job interview. Like, oh, don't worry, we'll call you. I don't know. I know they'll call. We'll see what happens. So right now, I think what's best is that I get me something to eat. And I guess I'll take some ibuprofen to deal with the chest pain. After that, I gotta go pick up or get some stuff from Walmart. So let's continue the day. So it's been a few hours since the appointment and all, and haven't gotten a call back. Yes, I'm trying to avoid the sun from gleaming my eyes right now. It makes you go like this, because who wants to be talked to like that, you know? So yeah, I'm assuming they'll contact me tomorrow. I did get a call from an 800 number, and I wonder if it was an automated system. When I did try to answer, it immediately hung up. So I don't know what that would mean. So yeah, updates I said about housing and my job and such. Let's start with the job. TSA, good company, fantastic job. But I was supposed to return to work on the 18th. Today's the 30th. During, let's say, the day before, actually the entire week of the 18th, which was November 18th, I still was not up to par. I know that excuse me. I know that if I did return to work on the 18th, that it wouldn't have been good for me. I probably would have ended up back in the hospital. I was nowhere near ready to be back to work. So I explained that to them, and so I had to talk to to like multiple managers and such, and one problem, so they were okay with me missing work. Only downside is that I would have if I were to continue working, I would have had to provide a doctor's note stating when I would be coming back to work. Unfortunately, since I didn't have my appointment to the 30th, there was no way I could provide a doctor's note or get a doctor's note, meaning I would have had to call off every scheduled work shift until I get my doctor's note. So that took place, and the other problem was that if I was missed, since at that point I missed a month and a half worth of work, my half of the insurance that I was supposed to pay wasn't being paid because I wasn't working. And so when you're not work, nothing can be deducted from your paycheck. So insurance was basically becoming a debt. So the only other option was to resign, and that's what I did. So I didn't want to, like, the job I had wasn't the ideal job that I wanted, but it led into other jobs or other positions that I actually would have wanted to do. And so yeah, that's what's come of it. So right now I'm unemployed, but there's thousands of jobs out there. I'll find something. Right now I wanted to go to Walmart to get some stuff, but unfortunately it's rush hour. I have to take my syringe for my arm soon, and the closest store to me is Target. So I'm gonna run in here, grab some stuff, and then we're gonna call it at that. So after Target, I'll explain the housing stuff. So yeah. All right. Yeah, I was in Target, and as you noticed, I was in there quite a while, as it is dark. Well, it's not really dark. It's getting there. Winter time. It's dark around 6. So I mean, I can do the lights. I don't want the lights, but hey, we're gonna do it real quick. I'm gonna try to talk fast. My chest is killing me. I need to take a treatment, or get some medicine. What I've been doing to deal with the pain has been taking like pain reliever medicine and such, like ibuprofen and such. I said I'll talk about the housing. So, as you guys know, while I was in the hospital, we got approved for a loan amount. And my girlfriend at the time was going out with her mom and her brother, since I was in a hospital, to look at some houses. Some were good, some were bad. Some were good houses in bad neighborhoods, and some were bad houses in good neighborhoods. So we were really dealt on the edge of what should we go for, what's the equal balance to it. By the time I got out the hospital, we were kind of settling on one. And then, like I said, when I got out the hospital and went to go look at it and such, I realized it's not in a good neighborhood. It's not in the best neighborhood in which we could raise a family. I'll say that. With that being said, what if I go like this? Is that better? No. Anyway, with that being said, we were still looking after that. We did find one that we actually kind of liked, but I couldn't, when dealing with that, the house that we actually liked, that it was perfect, not necessarily perfect, it was the same level of acceptiveness if we were to get an apartment, if that makes sense. Like, the house itself was good. It was comfortable to me, in which if it was an apartment, I'd be okay with it. But I could not see myself raising a family in it. If that, yeah. Like, it was a cool house. It was 3 bedrooms, but the bedrooms were kind of small. And when I say small, I'm like, you need at least a full size or twin size bed. And unfortunately, we have a queen size bed. So even if we got the primary bedroom, it wasn't going to be it wasn't going to be good. I'll just say that. It did have a finished basement, which was great. But at the same time, it was, I don't know. Like I said, it was a cool house, had a finished basement, fenced in backyard. And when I say fenced in, that means the neighbors had fences. And there was one fence to cover off the alley that was behind it. Neighborhood was slightly sketchy, but okay. I was somewhat familiar with the neighborhood, but at the same time, it wasn't, like I said, I couldn't see myself raising a family in that house. And I knew that it would increase our chances in a crime area, if that makes sense. Like, crime can happen wherever you are, no matter if you are in the middle of nowhere. Somebody can be driving out, see your house one day, and be like, yeah, I'm going to rob that house at 2 a.m. 3 days from now. Why? Because you're in the middle of nowhere. You're not going to expect it. Crime can happen anywhere. I understand that. But when there's areas of your city that crime occurs more in, you don't put yourself in that situation so you can have more chances of being a victim of crime. And that's kind of what I was wanting. So eventually we said we'll just take a break from, basically we canceled the chances of us getting home. We decided to just go ahead and try to find an apartment or a townhome, so that way we can improve our income as well as our credit. So that way when we try to go and get approved for a house again, we would have a higher loan amount to hopefully put us in a better position. Will that work? No. The way this market is, I don't know how it's going to be. The way the world is right now, who knows? But that's the ideal plan, okay? So right now we did find an apartment that we would like, but unfortunately, since I'm unemployed right now, I don't have any pay stubs or proof of income to show that, hey, I'm working. And so with that being said, apartments, you gotta meet 3 times the rent. And with my girlfriend's current job, she's close, but we're not quite there. So that's why I need to get another job, just so we can both combine and be past that 3 times. Problem is, with my lung and stuff, I need to find something that not only is good for my health, but for my asthma, the lung, and all that stuff as well. So I think it's time for my medicine and such. So I'll let you guys know what comes up if I do get the appointment tomorrow or whatever happens. Thank you for watching. Yeah. Alright, so I know I said I'd probably end the video there, but that was Wednesday when I made that video. It's been a week. And I don't know if I said it, but the x-ray didn't show anything, so they ordered me a CT scan. A CT scan, so I don't know what's going on, but yeah. So here I am at the hospital getting this scan. No, so what I was saying was that there's a freeway near me. What I was saying is that the CT scan for me is easy. I don't mind machinery, I guess you could say. I'm not necessarily used to it. It's just, I don't mind it. It doesn't affect me. It's not my first CT scan. But I do see how people can be afraid or scared of it, or how it just completely creeps them out or makes them feel weird or whatever. I don't know. So this scan will hopefully show why I'm having pain on my left side. I don't know if it's a pulled muscle. I hope I don't have like a hernia or something. So with my pleurisy that I was having, kind of still am having every now and then. I was best way to show from here. So my left side, right? When I was breathing in, it would hurt down here on my lower lung. The lower half of my lung, the lower lobe. Anyway, it will hurt here, and then at night, or if I'm moving around doing too much, it would hurt down here and up here towards the center of my chest a little bit, but still on the left side, if that makes sense. And I explained this to the doctor last week before we had our the exam and stuff, and that's why he ordered the x-ray. I'm assuming the x-ray didn't show anything. That's why they ordered the CT scan. So they had me come to, instead of going to this like little clinic that does this CT scans, they had me come to this actual hospital, because they would get results faster than the clinic, because the clinic would then process the images and I guess have to ship them, or so I guess it took a while. Anyway, they said they would get the results faster, so hopefully he should be calling me, or his nurse should be calling me later on today to probably schedule an appointment or come in today, or whichever the case may be. I don't know. I'm just hoping that I don't have like a blood clot or something up here, or just any other issues. I hope it's just a pulled muscle that could just be easily fixed. Yeah, but other than that, that's it. I think I gave you guys an update already. Like I said, this me filming this section of the video today, it's been a week, so I don't remember what I said last. I mean, I could go back and watch the videos, but I don't know. Still trying to get a job to get this apartment, hopefully, if it's still available and stuff like that. So we will see. We shall see. Just stay tuned, keep watching. This will officially be the final clip of the video. I thank you all for watching. Adios, mi amigos. Peace out.